This is a very interesting list to me, and it's even more meaningless than the AP Top 25, but it's very subjective, so I want to take a look at it. And this list comes from On3. This is a power ranking of the SEC teams, so I want to get that. But first, hit that like and subscribe button so that you can be a part of our content each and every day. We're live at 8:30, but much more on the YouTube channel. Go to offthehooksports.com. But like, subscribe, please set the notifications on. Amanda, there's no question. Vanderbilt is the 14th best team in the SEC, so I'm going to count them down. This according to On3. Auburn at 13. So you just stop me. I'm going to run through these. You stop me when you have an objection.
Okay.
LSU 12. I have an objection.
Stop. Yeah.
They're not the 12th best team. They blew it and they lost, and I think they still have chemistry issues. Obviously, one of the best players went to transfer after. They're not the 12th.
I think it depends on how they do going forward. I mean, is this, did they just blow this and then that's it? Or do I think they're going to come back and actually be able to do something more this season, not just fold to everybody else? Because that's pretty much what you're saying, is that LSU is going to beat Auburn and that's it. And they're going to fold everywhere else.
South Carolina in at 11 as the 11th best team in the SEC. What do you think about that?
I think that is BS. I do not think they're the 11th best team. I think they are better than 9, at least 9 and 10. At least 9 and 10. So I would put at least 10, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Sorry. I would put them at 8. I wouldn't put them at 11. I think they would be better than Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Missouri.
So you had South Carolina at 11, Missouri at 10, Ole Miss that I know you're pretty down on at 9. What do you think of them at 9?
I think that they should be at least 10 because I would move South Carolina above them. So I think that they should be at least 10.
Okay, Mississippi State in an 8. Again, stop me when you have an objection.
Again.
A strong objection to moving forward. Kentucky at 7th, Tennessee at 6th, Arkansas.
Objection.
Okay.
So Kentucky, what?
Yes, counselor.
Okay. Kentucky at
all those legal dramas that my wife makes me watch about murdering their husband. It's kind of scary at night, but anyway.
She snaps. I'm not going to be suppressed. So Kentucky at 7 is. Let me see. Let's go back. Okay. Well, in order to object, I have to remove people from above them. So we're going to have to do that. So Kentucky at 7, I don't believe is accurate. I would take probably Arkansas and put them at 7. I didn't think they showed did a very good job of showing. I don't even know if I would have 7 and 8 to me between Arkansas and South Carolina. I would have them 7 and 8. Kentucky, I would have I'd have Kentucky at probably 4, honestly. I would have Tennessee at 3. I'd put Texas A&M at 6.
So right now, according to On3, it's Georgia, Bama, A&M, Florida, Arkansas, Tennessee. So that's their top 6. I want to ask you, not based off just what happened last week, but what you saw, the old eye test, so to speak. How would you rank the top 5 based off eye test, based off what you knew going into the season? We're not just going to throw that away because Georgia looked dominant against what we thought would be a decent opponent. We don't know yet. But based off those factors, what's your top 5?
Off the eye test, I would have, and people are going to just jump it, and that's fine. I don't care. I'd have Alabama at 1.
Well, they can jump again. they can jump if they want to. I would too.
That's fine. I would have Alabama at number 1 because looking at, I understand Oregon's a bigger name. I get that. But looking at the way that Alabama took care of, Utah State that was 11-3 last season, and it made it look like they were a no-name out there, never 55-0. Shut them out completely. And I get, Georgia went 49. Was it 49-3 over Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but at least Oregon got a field goal. Utah State didn't even get the chance to do that.
If I purely based it off of Saturday and I just showed up from Mars, I would probably have Georgia ahead of Alabama. But I've also seen Bryce Young and Will Anderson last year, and I know how good they are. So I would still have Alabama number 1, despite the fact that Georgia looks so good. I would have Georgia as second.
Yeah. I mean, Oregon, though, brought out Bo Nix like it was something to be proud of.
But that was weird. It was like we got this awesome transfer. No, you got Bo Nix.
You got Bo Nix. You got Bo Nix from a very, very depleted Auburn team. Like you got Bo Nix. You didn't get. You're not bringing in Hendon Hooker. You're not bringing in, somebody. I don't even know. You're not bringing in somebody just amazing. You got Bo Nix, man. Like, chill. So that to me at first just was like, well, maybe Oregon's not all that people think that they are. Because Bo Nix couldn't make it in the SEC.
No, he like to throw more interceptions than I like granola. Chris has Bama, Georgia, Texas A&M, Arkansas, and Tennessee. I'm going to give you my top 5. And I'm not trying to say this in any shape, form, or fashion to endear to Tennessee fans. I think those that know me over the years know that I got to call a spade, and I'm going to tell you what I think. I actually would have Tennessee third. I would have.
We agree on something.
We do. Our top 3 is exactly the same, right? Alabama,
Yep.
Georgia, and Tennessee. And then after that, gosh, coin flip, Arkansas, Florida. Want to see more from all 4 of those teams, not just Arkansas and Florida, but I want to see more from the 2 teams they played. So, yeah, coin flip on that. But I feel pretty confident in my top 3, and I really can't believe I'm saying that at this point. That Tennessee, I feel strongly, is the 3rd best team in the SEC. But there's such a drop off, Amanda. Being the 3rd best team in the SEC, you could win 8 games or you could win 10. There's such a hodgepodge of talent behind the top 2 of Georgia, Alabama. You could just win 7. I mean, there are a lot of things that shake out in terms of the final record. But right now, just looking at the eye test, I do think that Tennessee's the 3rd best team in the SEC. That could change in a week. I'm very volatile. So I will tell you. Trevor said, Dave, are you confident in UT's defense? I'm confident that they will be a C-plus defense, and I think that's good enough.
I'm more confident in Tennessee's defense than I am in Arkansas's defense, than I am in Florida's defense, than I am in Missouri's defense, than I am in Kentucky's defense, Ole Miss's defense. I'm more confident in Tennessee's defense than I am in those 5.
Yep. And I guess the reason I have Tennessee ahead of Florida and Arkansas, if you want to pick both sides of the ball, I have more confidence in Tennessee's defense than Arkansas's offense. And with Florida, I have more confidence in Tennessee's offense than Florida's defense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. Because, I mean, if you're taking like Florida Tennessee matchup and who's going to come out the winner, you have more confidence in Tennessee being able to score a bunch of points on Florida than you have the opposite way around, than Florida scoring a bunch on Tennessee.
That's high praise from LaFratta. Crazy Nugs is saying on our message board. Click that like and subscribe button if you're listening for the first time. We would certainly appreciate that. And again, we're with you each day at 8:30.